What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast. Now, I'm Alex, and let's just get right into this. This is probably going to get pretty emotional, pretty upsetting, or at least in a mad kind of way from my voice as we approach this. I know what a lot of people are going to say, okay? I assume this video is going to get slightly more traffic than most videos that I've done in the past couple weeks, where a lot of these people are supporters, you guys, the people that have been with me for a long, long time, actually getting closer to 6 months of full-on weekly, actually more than one video a week coverage of Batman Arkham. You guys absolutely rock. You guys are the reason why I keep making these videos, but I feel like firstly we should address the elephant in the room, and that's that there wasn't an elephant in the room in the Game Awards. There was no announcement, and again, like to kind of defend, I guess, us from the people that we are going to get people that say, see, I told you, it's not real, it's never happening, it's this, is that. I guess I kind of want to save a little bit of that for tomorrow's video. I definitely have to 180 what I was going to do. I mean, I planned weeks and even months in advance of videos for this channel. You know, 3 videos go up a day, so I definitely have a long-term plan, and I definitely had Batman videos in mind for these next couple days. And obviously, I have to, again, change that up. We're going to have to do something a little bit differently, but what I can promise you is there's going to be a video tomorrow morning talking about, like, the situation, what's going on with this Batman Arkham game, and I'm going to try to address it a little bit better there if the game has been majorly delayed, if the game has been canceled, stuff like that. We'll be talking about that in that video. Again, I just do expect a lot of comments, and you know what? People are going to have their opinions. People are going to say the game never exists in the first place. You got everybody's hopes up. We can disagree and talk about that to the moon and back, and I have. We've defended our opinions on that. Maybe I can make an entire video discussing something on that. I don't really want to do that because that would kind of be giving in or giving over to the haters, those kind of people. So let me know if that's a kind of video you guys want me to do, but okay, I mean, it's astounding. It's astounding. It's mind-blowing. I'm not upset. I'm not crying. I'm not emotional. I'm not, well, I mean, okay, I'm emotional, but in a different way. I'm not, like, distraught or beside myself. I'm massively disappointed in like the biggest way I've ever been. And again, I'm only gonna say this one more time because I'm gonna hear people say it throughout the whole thing. Well, you got people's hopes up in the first place. It's the fandom's fault. It's your YouTube videos. It's other YouTube videos' fault that you guys get people so worked up. All they did is tease it a couple times, and all they did is take their webs. And I mean, we can go into the 1,000 things that they've done to amp us up and why it's not a bad thing that we all got excited. Again, I'm going to leave that, but that's the last time I'm going to address that. I'm just going to go off of pure emotion for the rest of the video. I can't believe it. I truly cannot believe what happened. They ended it. Now, I love Fast and Furious. I adore that franchise. That game was a PS2 game. That game was one of the movie tie-in games that all of a sudden are coming back. And this is not a Fast and Furious game, analysis video, right? However, this is like Jumanji, how there's a Jumanji game that's out right now that connects to the movie, and it looks like, again, a PS2, Xbox, just an Xbox kind of graphical game that's just poorly made and definitely just a movie tie-in game. I thought we were past those games, but I guess they're making a return. That was their grand finale. Now, I love Vin Diesel. I love Michelle Rodriguez. They're awesome. I'm glad they were there to present in Game of the Year. Sekiro, fantastic. I own the game. I haven't played the game, but I own it, and I'm going to play it soon. That's fine, but to end it on Fast and Furious I love Jeff Keighley. I think he's awesome. I think what he's done for the Game Awards and for gamers has been phenomenal. And he seems like a really nice guy. He seems really awesome. How do you end it on that? The rumors, again, the leaks that we were reading, which, hey, I mean, if you want to say never believe another leak in your life about Batman, that's probably something I would agree with you for right now. I don't know if we can trust a single thing. I don't know what we can trust from what we heard and what we didn't hear. And another thing, I want to get out ahead of other people saying this. Look, I'm not anti any of the other Arkham channels. In fact, I've tried to reach out and talk to some. I actually, I want us to be kind of one big community or be able to kind of have dialogue. I want to have like events with them, maybe even where we have a one big, like I have ideas in mind. I don't know if they would be up for it, but I definitely would like to try it one day. So I'm not anti anybody, but let me tell you, and let me get ahead of them saying it, let me get ahead of the leakers saying it. This is not an example of them pulling out last second. I don't want to hear that. Yes, they did that. Warner Bros. Did that a couple years ago. Besides the one example, it's such a small percentage of times something like that has happened. So for the people that over the next couple days, especially those leakers, the people on Twitter, the people that are the supposed high-up leakers at Reddit and stuff, and they're going to try and defend themselves and say, well, you know, I was told that it was supposed to be there, but they pulled out last second. BS. They did rehearsals the day before. Jeff Keighley's been planning this for literally the past year. Okay, this is not something that he plans on being there to be a major thing, to be at the end of the show, and then they just pull out last second and they have to replace it with Fast and Furious. That's not, I mean, it looks like that could have happened, right? Because you look at Fast and Furious and say, are you kidding me? That came after Wolf Among Us 2, which is outstanding. I cannot wait to play that game. I love the first one. That's how they're going to end it instead of a Batman. So I can see how people could make the argument, like, oh, you see how terrible that last trailer was? Well, it's because it was supposed to be a Batman game. But again, throughout the whole game trailer, or throughout the whole Game Awards, it really didn't seem like Batman's show. Like, he even made mention multiple times of big games that have been rumored or leaked online. There's really only one, Batman, and maybe to a smaller extent, a new Crash game. Those are really the only two really big games that have been rumored heavily for the Game Awards. So I don't know what he was referring to when he said, you know, there's been a lot of leaks, a lot of rumors about a specific game. I don't know what other game he was talking about, but that's the only, Batman is the only one I can think of. It just makes absolutely, and I'm not blaming him. Jeff Keighley had nothing to do with it. The Game Awards had nothing to do with it. This is a rant that I've already had, and this is an argument and not an attack, okay? I joke, but I'm not advocating for anybody to harass Warner Bros. Montreal's people. I'm not saying we should go to their studio and knock on their door, okay? I mean, those are jokes if they've ever been said, even by people in the comments, but I'm never going, you know, I don't advocate doing that. In fact, I would say don't do that. Instead, maybe we really should take a page out of other people's playbooks and it's leave them alone. Now, I don't think I can do that. I think with the community I've built, even though I assume a lot of you are going to peace out until it gets announced, which is totally cool, and I understand that, I will probably continue to make videos on this Batman game. I just think that's something that I like to do. It's worked for the channel. It's something that I'm going to be continuing, but really that's what you got to do to pay them back for the crimes they've committed against us. It's ridiculous. How could you have these teasers back in September and people will say, oh, it was only for Batman's 80th birthday. Capture the night. People tweeting, beware the Court of Owls. Literally, the maker of Court of Owls tweeted it. Like, you know, Roger Craig Smith, who also said he was at the Game Awards, but he was Mirage from Apex. That's a big disappointment right there that is what it ended up being. Just, I don't know how you could have had all of these things, all of these leaks, all of these rumors, which, again, now you could say they aren't true, but you just have so much info on this. And also, let me ask you a question that has just still never been answered. How in God's name can they have their website be down for this long? You know, their website, it's not like if you click it, it takes you to like a screen that's just a blank page. Like, it still says under refurbishment. So it's clear, like, it exists. You can still go on it technically, but like it's not really there, right? It's just a shell of its former self. How can you have a website be, I'm laughing because it's so stupid. How can you have a website be down for at this point, it's been 3 full months. How do you do that and get away with it? What is happening? And that's, again, I want to kind of pick this up. I'm going to record these videos back to back. You guys will have to wait, I guess, a couple hours to see it tomorrow morning. How do you let this happen? What is going on there? And again, yeah, you can make the argument that we built it up for ourselves, but why do you tease your project, and why do all these things come out of your project, and then you blow the golden opportunity? Like, this Game Awards, it had some big moments. It had some big moments that I think would have put it up in company with some of the biggest moments of any Game Awards. I mean, they showed the next Xbox console. You got to see it, and you got to see a couple games, 2 games, that is now confirmed for next-generation consoles. That's incredible. I didn't think we would get that. I thought it would be all, like, close games that are coming out relatively soon, and most games did fall under that, you know, portfolio. But besides that, there was really nothing to the level. And even as it got closer and closer to the end, I kept telling my fiance, well, maybe they just show the logo and it just says beware the Court of Owls, and that's all they're going to give us, because at this point, or Ghost of Tsushima was big, right? And knowing that's coming out in the summer is awesome, but like, how do you do how do you accept doing what you did? Like, this is Warner Bros. Montreal's fault. This is Warner Brothers' fault. I'm honestly at a loss of words. It's even at a point where I'm not even necessarily mad. I'm just, like, bewildered. Like, I cannot believe that something like this has happened. And you know, people will say whatever they want to say in the comments. I'm just really dumbfounded at the decision making in the higher ups and who chose to allow people to do certain things with teasing this game, with doing the website. Like, they did it by giving away Warner Bros., you know, slicing prices of Arkham games, giving them away for free, not just on PlayStation Plus, but also the Epic Game Store. I mean, there's reasons why you do things like that. And I got to think that there's something going on in that studio. Again, maybe we don't have to jump as hardcore onto one side that people may jump on. And again, I want to talk about that in tomorrow's video. So I don't even know what else to say. This is going to make for a good discussion. Again, tomorrow we will have a video. Maybe we'll have one more on the weekend as well, but I definitely have to rethink the strategy of videos coming up. I'm disappointed. I cannot believe what happened. I can't believe it's not there. Again, people will say you shouldn't have gotten your own hopes up, and you also shouldn't have gotten other people's hopes up. Those people can do what they've done in the past couple weeks and just click off the video and get lost. I don't really want them here. If they want to come back when the game does get announced in 2028, then they can come back then. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. Very, very appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Late video. Again, there'll be a video tomorrow as well. Hope to see you guys on all these future Batman videos.